Lisa watched her boyfriend of almost 1 month fidgeting in his seat. Finally, she was about to meet the infamous Jae Hyun, the one Seo Joon wouldn't stop talking about. Every time, every second, it was always Jae Hyun this, Jae Hyun that. The most annoying part? He didn't even realize he was doing it. Everyone knew how close and inseparable Jae Hyun and Seo Joon were. Even their label constantly announced how tight-knit the pair was. They were both from Busan and Daegu, respectively, and had become friends during their trainee days in Seoul. They even attended the same high school. Everyone knew this, Lisa included. Back then, she didn't care. But now? Now she did. Especially after getting into a relationship with Seo Joon. She stared at him as he nervously sipped his coffee. Reaching across the table, she took his hand. "Hey, your friend will be here soon. Calm down." Seo Joon gave her a smile, but she could tell how forced it was. "Babe, let's talk about something else. When are you wrapping up filming? Do you think we can take a vacation soon? Just the two of us?" Suddenly, his expression changed. His eyes lit up as he stood, gently letting her hand slip from his. "He's here," he said. Lisa followed his gaze and saw a man striding toward them. Even from afar, he was dripping in charm. He was prettier than most girls Lisa had seen. His clothes fit snugly on his lean frame, and he wore a black face mask and cap. Jae Hyun was devastatingly beautiful in person, and that only made Lisa feel worse. She noticed how Seo Joon looked at him, how his eyes trailed along Jae Hyun's form, how he licked his lips unconsciously. Lisa scoffed internally. He didn't even realize he was doing it. Jae Hyun smiled that signature eye smile of his, and Lisa felt a pang of jealousy she couldn't ignore. "I'm sorry I'm late," he said in a soft, almost feminine voice. "It's okay. You're not that late," Seo Joon replied, pulling out a chair for him. Jae Hyun sat down and took a moment to assess Lisa. She could sense his dislike, though he masked it behind a polite smile. "Jae Hyun, meet Lisa, my girlfriend." Lisa noticed the flash of pain in Jae Hyun's eyes before he quickly masked it with another smile. She smirked and extended her hand. "It's nice to finally meet you, Jae Hyun. My Seo and he wouldn't stop talking about you." "Seo and he," Jae Hyun repeated, his tone low, as his gaze flicked toward Seo Joon, clearly upset. He was the one who came up with that nickname. It was special, just like only Seo Joon could call him Jay Hyun. That was their thing. How could he share something so private with his girlfriend? Seo Joon shot Lisa a warning look. He had only mentioned their nicknames once, and she had never used them until now. She ignored his glare and kept her hand out. "Won't you shake my hand?" Jae Hyun saw the guilt in Seo Joon's eyes and sighed. He briefly shook Lisa's hand, then pulled back. "So what do you do these days, now that you and Seo Joon aren't always glued together? He tells me you two were practically inseparable." "I'm sorry for taking him away from you," she added sweetly, her smile laced with venom. Jae Hyun turned to look at Seo Joon sharply before replying. "Well, I still write songs and perform like always. I'm thinking of releasing another solo track after Lovers." Lisa nodded. "Yeah, that song was good, but my Seona's Before You was the best," she said, fangirling loudly as she clutched his arm. Seo Joon flinched, but smiled at her anyway. Jae Hyun noticed and swallowed hard. "So Lisa, what do you do?" he asked, needing a distraction. "Me? I'm a model." She reached into her bag and pulled out a magazine, flipping it open to a glossy front cover. She was sitting atop a throne with a crown, looking seductive and proud. Jae Hyun blinked. "But Seo Joon told me you two met at a club, and you were serving drinks." She shot a flirtatious look at Seo Joon. "Oh, did he?" She laughed. Seo Joon blushed. "Well, that club belongs to my cousin. I was just helping out that night. Modeling is my real job. That night, fate introduced me to my soulmate." She pinched Seo Joon's cheek. He grinned, while Jae Hyun looked away, clearly uncomfortable. "So, you're a celebrity?" "Sort of. I'm more popular in America. My mom and I moved there when I was 8. I studied film at Harvard and went to modeling school for a year before getting scouted by an agency. That's when the big bucks started rolling in." Jae Hyun felt smaller than ever. She was perfect for Seo Joon. And she was a woman. Of course. "So, how did you become a fan of Seo Joon?" Her eyes sparkled like the memory was precious. "It was 2 years ago. My friends were into K-pop. I got curious and started listening. I liked it, but then I discovered Eclipse 7, and Seo Joon stood out. He was everything I wanted in a man, childish yet mature, sexy and handsome, kind and respectful. I made it my mission to meet him, so I came to Korea." She gazed at him fondly and ruffled his hair. And fate took care of the rest. Jay Hyun thought he saw her smirk at him, but maybe it was his imagination. Still, something had been bothering him, and he asked it outright. "Lisa, do you love him?" There was a beat of silence before she laughed. "Of course I love him. What kind of question is that?" Jae Hyun turned to Seo Joon, his eyes serious. "And you, Seo Joon, do you love Lisa?" Seo Joon met his gaze. For a moment, the world fell away. It was just the two of them. Lisa saw it. If she'd had any doubts before, they vanished. The hesitation on Seo Joon's face was all the proof she needed. He was looking at Jae Hyun like he was the only one in the room. She acted fast. Cupping his face, she turned him toward her and kissed him deeply. At first, Seo Joon stiffened in surprise, but then he kissed back. She wanted to cheer. She knew Jae Hyun was watching and breaking. She heard a chair scrape. Seo Joon stopped kissing her and turned. Jae Hyun was already standing, his face flushed and unreadable. "I have to go," he said softly. "But we haven't even ordered anything," Seo Joon protested. Jae Hyun shook his head and bowed. "I'm sorry. I don't feel well. Maybe another day." He turned and left quickly, adjusting his mask as he walked out. "Jae Hyun." Seo Joon called after him, starting to stand, but Lisa grabbed his arm. "Where are you going? You're leaving me here for him?" she snapped. Seo Joon frowned. He didn't look okay. Lisa laughed in her mind. "Of course he didn't. You're so clueless." Out loud, she said nothing until Seo Joon looked at her sharply. "What was that earlier? When did you start calling me Seo Any? I told you that was just for Jae Hyun." She pouted, trying to look cute. "I'm sorry, but what should I call you then? Anything else? Just not that." She smiled. "How about my Seo baby?" He shrugged. "Whatever. Let's go. This place is boring, and you've got filming in 30 minutes. "Okay." He took her hand and they left the cafe. Lisa glanced at his masked face. His eyes looked distant, like his mind was elsewhere. But that didn't matter to Lisa. She had delivered her message to Jae Hyun loud and clear. Seo Joon belonged to her now. And Jae Hyun, he better learn to live with it. Thanks for reading. Hope you enjoyed. You can purchase the full print copy of this book, available in the description below. Do like and subscribe to the channel for more episodes and stories.